First news. Prediction of the match tonight between Liverpool vs Villarreal. Former Liverpool striker Michael Owen predicts the Reds will be able to break Villarreal's resistance and Divock Origi will likely also score in that match. Liverpool continue the positive trend. They just beat Everton in matchday 34 of the Premier League 2021-2022 at Anfield. At that time Liverpool managed to win 2-0. The Reds' 2 goals were scored by Andrew Robertson and Divock Origi. Now Liverpool will return to compete in the Champions League. They will face Villarreal in the first leg of the semi-finals at Anfield. Villarreal copas Everton ahead of the Liverpool vs Villarreal duel. Michael Owen spoke about the match against Everton. He said the victory for the Reds was a boost for Jurgen Klopp's troops. Moreover, he feels confident that Villarreal will later do copy-paste alias copy-paste tactics of Everton. He believes Unai Emery's troops will play defensively. It wasn't the most beautiful game, but Liverpool's win over Everton was a big win. I really thought it would be a good warm-up game for this, he told BetVictor, via the Mirror. Villarreal will play a very similar way to Everton. They will sit deeper and try to frustrate Liverpool, he claimed. Michael Owen then added, Villarreal is a formidable team since being coached by Unai Emery. He said they were very dangerous especially in counterattack. Villarreal are very organized, and at Emery, have a coach who excels in a competition. They are dangerous on the counterattack and a player like Danjuma is a threat. But according to Owen, Liverpool will still be too strong for Villarreal. He believes the Reds will win by 2 more goals and there is a chance that Divock Origi will also register his name on the scoreboard. I still think Liverpool will do enough to get the win, don't rule out more Origi heroics. 2-0 Liverpool, Owen claimed. The next news is 5 lessons Man City 4-3 Real Madrid. The first leg of the 2021-2022 Champions League semi-final between Manchester City vs Real Madrid was held on Wednesday the 27th of April 2022. The duel at the Etihad Stadium was very exciting with 7 goals created. Kevin De Bruyne and Gabriel Jesus put Man City ahead with just 11 minutes of play. Man City had several other chances, but failed to score. Karim Benzema, with a goal in the 33rd minute, made the first half end 2-1. The second half was more exciting. Man City added 2 goals through Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva. Real Madrid also scored 2 goals from Vinicius Jr. and a penalty from Benzema's harvest. The game ended with a score of 4-3. Throughout the game, Man City had 16 shots and Real Madrid had 5 fewer. There are many other opportunities that could be goals. The first lesson. Unlike the duel against Atletico Madrid, this time Man City got an open opponent. The Man City vs Real Madrid duel is a very interesting spectacle. 7 goals, buying and selling attacks and many important moments created. It was a fantastic game for both sides. We played what we could do. Real Madrid have quality so they can punish you, said Pep Guardiola. I am a football fan, of course. It was a fantastic game, said Carlo Ancelotti. The second lesson. 7 goals were created. A sign that the front lines of both teams are working perfectly or the defense of both teams is very fragile? Alaba and Militao's duet doesn't work well. Alaba was not 100% fit and made a mistake on Gabriel Jesus' goal. Militao also did not perform at his best level. 2 wingbacks, Dani Carvajal and Ferland Mendy are also easily penetrated. From the Man City camp, the right back gave a big problem. John Stones was not optimal and was substituted in the 35th minute. Then, Fernandinho struggled to keep Vinicius Jr. Aymeric Laporte is also not at his best level in this duel. The third lesson. Fantastic match, a flood of goals and a special entertainment for football fans. The Man City vs Real Madrid match was also recorded quite clean from the bad actions of the players. Throughout the match, there were only 2 yellow cards that came out of the referee's pocket. The first yellow card was given to Fernandinho in the 81st minute. The second went to Nacho at 90 plus 3 minutes. Both are substitutes. Both teams played quite clean and precise. Quoted from Marca, Real Madrid just committed the first violation in the 40th minute. It might look weird, but it's quite interesting to watch. The fourth lesson. The Man City vs Real Madrid duel became the stage for 2 potential winners of the 2022 Ballon d'Or title, Karim Benzema and Kevin De Bruyne. Both played well. De Bruyne scored Man City's first goal in the 2nd minute. His actions are decisive. Squawka gave a value of 9 for the action of the Belgian player. One of the tallest. Benzema also looks amazing. He scored a brace that revived Real Madrid's hopes of qualifying for the final. Penalties with Benzema's harvest technique are also very classy, especially after the failure of 2 penalties last week. A very special player. The last lesson. The second leg will be an exciting battle. Man City are indeed leading 4-3, but their position is very vulnerable. Real Madrid have a great chance to overturn the aggregate as the second leg is played at the Bernabeu. But that doesn't mean Man City doesn't have a chance at the Bernabeu. Chelsea can win 3-2 over Madrid at the Bernabeu in the quarterfinals. So, Man City should be able to do the same. Even though there are no more away goals aggregate, the second leg will be very exciting. Imagine, if Man City won quickly. Then, Benzema scored a brace in the 85th and 89th minutes. The score was 2-1 and the match went into extra time. Exciting. The latest news, ahead of MU vs Chelsea. Ralf Rangnick and Thomas Tuchel Champion Trophy Collection Competition. Manchester United will host Chelsea in the 2021-2022 Premier League. The match is scheduled to take place on Friday, 29 quarters, starting at 01.45 WIB at Old Trafford. For the managers of the two teams, Ralf Rangnick, Manchester United, and Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea, the next meeting could be a gamble for prestige. Moreover, both of them are from Germany. We know the coach from Germany is full of tactics. They always maintain the precision of the game, both when attacking and defending. Talking about Ralf Rangnick and Thomas Tuchel, what is the collection of championship trophies that they have won during their time as coaches? Who has more? Here's the review. Comparing the champion achievements of Ralf Rangnick and Thomas Tuchel is like looking at the earth and the sky. That's because it's not comparable. Included in the collection of titles in the domestic league, when dealing with a club of a country. Thomas Tuchel is definitely more than Ralf Rangnick. Thomas Tuchel has conquered the Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund in 2016-2017. Then the French Ligue 1 with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, in 2018-2019 and 2019-2020. Meanwhile, Ralf Rangnick has never brought the club he handled to become the highest-caste domestic league champion. At best, he was runner-up in the 2004-2005 Bundesliga when he coached Schalke 04. On the altar of European competition, the situation is the same. Thomas Tuchel has a more classy championship trophy than Ralf Rangnick. Thomas Tuchel once led Chelsea to win the Champions League in 2020-2021. He also briefly made PSG the runner-up of the Champions League in 2019-2020. Meanwhile, Ralf Rangnick has only ever won the Intertoto Cup, or European third-class competition. This achievement was achieved when handling VfB Stuttgart in 2000. Because he had brought Chelsea to win the Champions League, Thomas Tuchel had the opportunity to compete in the World Championship. In this case it is the Club World Cup. Chelsea also managed to win the Club World Cup in 2021. This is the highest achievement for Thomas Tuchel's career. Meanwhile, Ralf Rangnick has never won a World Championship title. Thus, the conclusion is that Thomas Tuchel's performance is better than Ralf Rangnick.